Okay, guys, welcome back to Microsoft Original. And on this lesson, we're going to learn how to create a web browser. So, from this section, I created a new project, and then I'm now giving it a name. So, I will call this Advanced Web Browser Pro, right? And then I added a Boniful image buttons, right? So as you can see, it is Boniful image buttons. So I added the back, forward, and all these images can be saved from this Picon software. And then I added a Boniful text box, and from the text box I added the text placeholder, which is search, which is here, right? So, and then I added the image of the search icons, and these are the images. As you can see from this section, those are the images, right? So we have the left and then the right, right? Okay, good. Now what I did was I added this also as well, Boniful images. So let me quickly rename this. So for this name, I will say that BTN, which stands for button. So BTN back, right? Let's quickly rename this, and then let's say this is BTN forward, right? And then this is BTN refresh, right? BTN refresh. And then this is stop, so it's gonna be BTN stop. And then this is gonna be add tab, so BTN add tab. Then this is gonna be remove tab, so BTN remove tab, right? And then this is gonna be text box, so txt URL, right? And then this is gonna be the bookmark, so BTN bookmark. And then this is gonna be BTN menu. Okay, good. So what I did was from my resource panel, I added some images. Yes, I added some images, so we will just go by the images. And then from this section I added a status strip, which will be serving as, if I go to Google Chrome, you will see that if I go to Mozilla Firefox, Opera Mini, sorry, you see that we have these things here, right? Give me a minute, I'll be back. Yeah. Okay, so as I was saying, this is a status strip we will be using to identify our bookmarks from where I was showing you this section, right? Good. Okay, good. So let's continue from there. I haven't added anything yet, so I just renamed all these into another section. So let me quickly add another status strip, and for this one I'll add it to the bottom here, and then I'll add a label to this status strip, and then I will say that I'll say that loading status, right? So this loading status, then I add a progress bar, right? So I believe everything is well done. Now let's add a tab control, right? Let's add a tab control. We will add a tab control, right? We can decide to add so many tab controls, but let's see if we can adopt I want to add a very nice tab control, so that I have the .NET bar tab control, I have this tab pan control, and then extra tab control. I have all these tab controls, and okay, let me quickly add this tab control right here, and then let me see if I can add some things up to this, right? So let me see from the tab pages, and let me see if I can add Okay, let me delete this for now, and then let me add this tab pan. Let me see if I can add a close button to this. Okay, so that you can do the same as I'm doing, let me use the same tab control that I'll be using. So let's add a tab control, and then this tab control, just you can dock it. So let's go to the dock, and then let's fill it. Right, so we just fill it. Now click on this, delete all the the pages. Right, delete all the pages. Don't forget to save your project. Okay, so sorry, I just don't forget to save your project. Now from this panel, let's now enter into the code. So we're going to declare a public class, right? So we're going to say that a public class custom browser, right? And then we will inherit web browser, right? We will inherit web browser. So let's declare another public sub, which is a new public sub, right? And then for this public sub, we will say that we're going to script errors. We're going to suppress the script errors. So script errors equals true. Then okay, I believe we are done. Good. So for this section, we're going to create another subclasses. So we will say that private sub. Now we're going to say that doc completed, and we're going to handle it by doc completed, right? Document completed, right? Okay, good. And then we're going to say that dim, we're gonna declare a statement, right? So we're gonna declare a statement which is tp as tab page. So wherever you see tp, it stands for tab page. So we're gonna say that me.tag, right? Good. We're gonna say that me.tag, and we will say that if me.document, which is document title dot its length is greater than 15, right? Then something should happen. What should it happen? All we're gonna say is tp, which is our tab page, dot text equals to me dot, which is document title dot substring, right? And then we're gonna declare some substrings in this. So you say 0,14, and then in front of this so in front of this we will say that and then we bring two inverted commas. We just want to classify the statement, right? So we will say that else, then we add the tp again, which means tab page dot it text, right, equals to me dot document title, right? Good. Then we end the if. Good. I believe we are nearly done, right? Okay, I think I have, this is if, sorry. Okay, so we are done. So we're going to declare another statement from on top here, right? So we will say that public, this is a public sub, right? So we say that public sub add tab. This code will help us to add a tab, which is a new tab, right? So we will say that let's see, we will say that biref. Good. Biref URL as strange, right? So then we say that biref tab control as tab control, right? So this is what we're gonna do, right? Then let's say that we're going to declare a new browser, right? We're going to declare a new browser as new custom browser, and then we will declare a new tab, which is its sub tab, as new tab page, right? Good. And then we're gonna say that new browser dot its tag, which is the tag we created, equals to new, which is new tab, right? We're gonna say that new tab, and then we're gonna say that new tab dot tag equals to new browser, right? So that will be from the browser, and then we say that tab control 1, right, dot tab pages. Sorry, I've gotten some code, so sorry for that. Then we're gonna say that the tab pages dot add. What are we going to add? We're gonna add new tab, right? We're gonna add new tab. So we're gonna say that new browser dot doc style, its doc style equals to, we should dock it to fill, right? Where I'm sitting, I'm not feeling comfortable, so let me just relax and do this. So okay, so we're gonna say that doc style should be fill, right? And then we're gonna say that new browser dot navigation should be from our URL, right? Good. Now let's see for the doc style. Good. So it's done. Good. So don't forget to save your project so that it will be very, very fantastic. Now let's work on these buttons, right? So this is forward, so let's double click on the forward, and then we're gonna say that dim web browser, which is WB, as custom browser, which is equals to me dot tab control 1 dot selected index, selected tab dot tag, right? So then we're gonna say that, which is web browser, which is WB dot go forward. So we will just copy this code right here, copy that, and then I'm just saving my project, that's why it's taking some it's taking a while. Don't worry. You see, the machines, my Visual Studio version is quite hard, that is it. So we will just paste this right here. Instead of go back, we will say that go back. Yes, the same thing. Then we will say that refresh, right? So just paste the same thing, then we will say that refresh. Good. Then this stop, we will just add it, then we will say that stop. Good. Then save it. Now we're gonna work on the add and then the minus, right, which is the add tab and then the remove tab. So let's go to the add tab. So add tab, we're gonna say that add tab, it should add a blank tab, right? So the blank tab is going to be about blank. Yes, so about blank, then we're gonna say that tab control 1. Okay, good. So let's save this, and then let's go to the the search button, right? So for this one, I believe let's double click on this search here, and then let's go to its events, and let's see if okay, let's see something from here. That is the search. So this is it, icon right. So all right. Okay, so let's add one. Let's add one image here, and this is gonna be the search, right? Good. So I believe this is quite good. And then let me remove this image out of there. Good. So this is what I really need. So let's go for the search, and let's start to code the search. So for the search, this is what we're gonna say. We're gonna say that dim wb as we normally do. So I'll just copy this and then come here and paste it. And then for this, I'm gonna say that the wb.navigation should navigate okay, so it should navigate text box, right? So I'm going to say that bonifo oh sorry, I said it should be txt url, right? txt url.txt, I believe is quite done. So okay, so let me declare it as this statement. So I will say that all right, I believe this is done. Good. So yes, so from this section I believe all the codes are done. So we're going to the tab control, right? So double click on the tab control, and from the tab control index change, just paste the same thing, and then we're gonna say that wb you're gonna say that me dot txt url dot text equals to wb dot url dot toString, right? Good. And this is how the code is gonna be. Now let's go to remove the tab, right? So for this remove tab, for this remove tab, this is what we're gonna do, right? Okay, we will say that tab control 1, right? But first of all, I believe it should be in an if statement. So let's say if tab control 1 dot tab pages, if tab control 1 dot tab pages dot count, it should count equals to +1. So that means it's adding 1 equals to 1, then something should probably happen, right? What should happen? If it is +1, then me dot close, right? Then the application should close. Else we're gonna say that tab control 1 dot tab pages dot remove, what should it remove? So it should remove the tab control 1 dot selected tab, the current tab we have selected. It should remove it, right? Okay, so I believe from here we are done. So let's now go to the form 1 load event. Let's give it a shot, right? We're going to add a code. So let's say add tab, So let's say add tab. So what I'm going to type, actually I'm going to add this blank page as soon as the form loads. So I'll just copy and paste it here and then save it. Right, good. So as you can see, as soon as I start the project, you will see that it will start a project for me, and it will create a blank tab page for me. Right, it will create a blank tab page for me. Okay, so as you can see, it just created a blank tab page right here for me. Good. So let's see something. Google.com, then let's click on search. You see that it says can't reach, right? So it can't reach. All right, so let's see. All right, okay, I'm just going through my codes to see if everything is intact, right? Okay, so let me see something. Okay, let me add this code. So I'm gonna say that new tab control, new tab dot controls, right? It should add something, which is new browser, right? New browser. I forgot this code. That is the reason why it was not working. So let's try it out and see. Now you can see that we now have a web page right here. So let me search for google.com, then let's click on search. Now you see that cannot reach, right? So we're gonna add the bookmark here, right? We're gonna add the bookmark right here so that we can see the URL we just added so far, right? Good. So when I say that youtube.com and I search, you see that it cannot be reached, right? I don't have internet access for now, so I can click on add new tab, and on this tab I can say that youtube.com, and I can click on search, and you can see that cannot be reached, right? It cannot reach. I can select this tab and click on the minus, and then it will remove the tab. Good. So I believe this code is working perfectly fine, and I believe we are good to go. So let's see how we can add our recent links we added, right? So this is our status strip, and this is our status strip, right? So as soon as I click on search, and then this is the search, I will say that status strip 1, right, dot items dot add. So it should add I would like to say it should add URL txt.url dot text, right? Okay, so let's save this one and see. So anytime I add any URL, it's gonna add it to this section. So let's see, google.com. Now you can see that the google.com is being added here. So let's add another one. Let's say youtube.com. Now you can see that the youtube.com is also added here. So we can just modify it, right? Okay, good, nice. So this is it. I believe we can add a button instead, right? So this is it. Okay, don't worry, we will be working on these so many times. So I believe we are done. So let's go to this, and then let's see the form 1 load. So we will say that if the form 1 loads, then we're going to say that tab control 1 dot URL. Okay, we're going to work on this later, right? We will be working on this later. So I believe we are yet about to be done. So on our next lesson, we will see how we can add this nice home screen interface looking, right? So that we get to move ahead to whatever we want to do. So Charlie, until we meet again, have a nice day, and Ike Software Original is out.